way? Because you're fucking seasonal, nigga. You can't be seasonal. Niggas got this shit's 24 hours a day.
You know I can't hear the other people.
Kingz. You're listening to the Kingz Podcast with your hosts, Karizmatik, Irish O'Neal, and Ani Moush.
Welcome to another installment of the Kingz Podcast Indian Edition. I'm your boy truly, Karizmatik.
What's up? It's Irish O'Neal.
Ani Moush.
We got two guests. One, as you just saw in the last episode, the hilarious Razor's joining us.
Yep.
What's up, guys?
Import.
And then we brought our own Indian this time. We got the great Anjan. What's up? From the midlife crisis.
What up, everybody? Yes, home slice.
Hello.
Thank you both for
Hello
joining
to you
us
too.
today.
Dude, I was so excited to come on this podcast, dude. Razor, what's up, man? Can I call you by your real name? Rajan Mukhil
Yeah.
Narayananan?
Nope. It's actually just Rajesh. It's just Rajesh. So
All right, well,
Fuck
should
yeah, man.
do some plugs and then we can get into
Oh,
the
yeah.
Yeah. Why don't
conversation.
we'll get into plugs. Yeah, this is a bit of a special request. We got Razor back on because Anjan saw the episode and he's like, "Fuck, I want to get on. Let's talk
I
some
mean,
shit."
shit,
with
it
this
looked
one."
like he
yeah.
wanted to jump through the chat.
Yeah.
I know.
Yo, this your boy Karizmatik. Catch me at Karizmatik IPE on Facebook, Karizmatik_ME on IG and Twitter. And if you like the tracks that we played for you earlier on, that's my boy E. Los. He burns a mean one. That's my second son right there, yo. Like, subscribe, and fuck me. Let's get it.
Oh, yeah, Ani Moush.
Ani_Moush on Instagram and now Twitter. Follow me there. Follow my Etsy store by_Moush on Instagram, or just go to Etsy by Moush. Follow the Kingz Podcast on Instagram as well.
Good job, you got a lighter.
Subscribe to the channel. And that's pretty much all I got to plug for the moment, I think.
Just give me the light.
Hell yeah.
Just give me the light.
Razor, I don't know if you have anything you wanted to plug at all.
He's nuts.
I think Razor's trying to stay low, dude.
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna stay low.
I couldn't have guessed.
Keep a low profile.
Anjan,
Hey.
Anjan, what do you got to plug, homie?
I'm also trying to keep a low profile. Just kidding. What's in Anjan on Twitter and Instagram? Midlife ISIS podcast on YouTube. Check it out. It's fun.
Oh yeah, a lot of drama. Talk of the town, one might say.
Yeah, a lot of
So what did you do for your midlife crisis though?
Huh?
Oh no, the podcast is called Midlife.
It's called Midlife
ISIS.
ISIS. I'm
Oh, okay.
I'm doing a bit of cooning for the white people.
You know they all think you're ISIS anyways, right, Razor?
Yeah. You know that what called. You know what I did for my midlife crisis, right? I got myself a Ducati.
There you go. Good do work.
That he still hides from his father to this day. That's some Indian shit.
I can't wait
That's
to
some
talk about
Indian
this.
shit.
Can't
Can't wait to talk about
Dirty
this.
Dom, what do you got to
talk
plug,
about
homie?
Oh shit, and not for nothing.
Back in the house, motherfucker.
Back in the house!
Oh,
Thank
do you
God!
know who it is? Yes, we're back and fucking yeah, man. I just got to plug. I've been plugging butts for the past fucking 3 weeks. and
I love
fucking-
plugging butts.
Bro, I've been on
My
that
favorite fucking
charismatic.
hobby.
I've been on that fucking charismatic.
Girl butt specifically, but I know how you get down, though. You can do
I've
whatever you
been
want.
doing. I've been fucking tripping the light fantastique and getting back in the fucking studio to be producing Kingz, STC, and whatever other podcasts.
We
are coming
missed you,
on.
Dom.
I missed you, motherfuckers.
I
too,
miss
man.
grabbing your
missed,
butt, Dom.
Bro,
My
I missed
God.
having my butt grabbed. I missed fucking making people kick us out and.
I miss
walk-
being reminded what a real goddamn American man is.
Hey, God bless
Yeah,
America,
and how many
dude.
teeth they miss.
I've been gumming up the works, and I'm back to gumming them up again. It's fucking back to the gums for you. But
Give
what
it a
I
gum,
do,
baby.
what I do got to plug is I'm gonna be posting more videos to my Dirty Dom Comedy on YouTube, and back to Facebook and Instagram is gonna be coming back in a big motherfucking way. And yeah, man, I'm just glad to be back with my close fucking perverted, disgusting.
He wanted to say clan. He
Sodomy.
wanted to say clan.
Sodomy.
I knew
We
it.
love you
Clan.
too,
We all-
You
Dom.
are the clan, and it's back to. It's good to be back, and that's all you got to do.
Hell yeah,
Mwah.
guys.
Kiss that ass.
Instagram and Twitter, guys. It's Irish O'Neal. Follow me there. Check out the STC podcast. live on Sundays. We're going. We'll have Anjan on SDC today. So if you're watching live, follow then. Call and talk shit with us.
Just keep watching after this, right?
Yep.
Pretty much.
Shout out to Kingz Podcast, as you mentioned, the Midlife ISIS podcast. Shout out to the Last Stand Podcast Network with all the great shows, including the Elliot from Boston podcast. Guys, if you're not checking that out, you're fucking slipping.
Yeah.
Check out my band Danesleaf at danesleaf.bandcamp.com. Pick up the album Fading Leaves. Check out Dragonfire. I mixed and did the vocals for their album The Long Nights. Check that shit out. And hit me up if you goofy fucks realize way too late that you need to do a podcast now, but you didn't have the wherewithal to plan for that before pandemic.
They want to jump.
Guess what? I'll open up my studio to you for a nice little price. How about that? So hit me up, guys.
Yeah.
Nice little
Stand-up's
slice.
dead, dude. This is where it's at.
I believe in making a comeback. I'm gonna be in the forefront of that comeback. Yo.
You really think it's when is it gonna make
I'm
a
gonna be
comeback?
the funniest Indian ever, motherfucker. The funniest fucking Indian on the planet. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Take it up with Veer Das, dude.
I'm just gonna tell them that I'm from the Punjab. I'm from the Punjab, okay? That's where all the dark Indians are from, right? The Punjab? No?
Wrong.
I was
That's
gonna make a Nigerian in the cupboard joke, but then I realized that's the wrong style of Indian.
Oh my.
Dogs,
No.
not feathers.
dude.
Punjab is from where all those Sikh people are.
Where all
They
the
wear
black-
Dude, you,
turbans.
see, you heard the racism in in what he said, right? All those fucking Sikhs. No, I get
Those
dude,
dirty
no,
northerners.
dude. I had a Sikh friend in high school. He fucking stole so much money from me.
Dude,
They're all scoundrels.
Scoundrels.
I played against
Cindy,
No.
Sikh in
Cindy
basketball.
specifically.
It's
Scoundrels.
in the
Against
name.
Sikh in
He's a
basketball, and he
Sikh.
stole all
He's
the
seeking
basketballs.
something.
While we were dribbling only, though, but he was a good thief.
Who?
No.
Bad joke.
Oh, okay.
Should we get to principal?
Yeah, you know what? Let's get to the. You know what? I thought about this because I know we've been trying to include our drops more. You know what works for the principals?
What?
Because we're talking about the King's mentality. Wait, stop. Wait, I got it done. Wait.
I wake up with a king mentality.
Hey.
Oh shit, that's right. It's time for the fucking
I missed
King
this
principle.
Mindset.
My favorite part of this podcast.
The drop.
We love the
Principles.
jobs.
Guys, these are the King's principles. These are the principles we say that you need to get these motherfucking ladies, okay? First and foremost, confidence. You gotta have confidence if you wanna get these ladies, guys. You're a salesman, okay? If you're trying
Yeah.
to sell someone something, you gotta fucking believe in it. If you don't
Yeah.
believe in it, why the fuck would they buy it
Yeah,
from
it's
you,
rape.
okay? I used to work at a...
What?
What? We didn't hear that. I used to work at a Sam Ash, and it's basically a Guitar Center. And let me tell you,
Sounds just like a Sam ass. I used to work at Sam's ass. I want to work there.
it might as well have been, dude. That place sucked. But let me tell you, I made my... When I,
Give me a rim
when-
shot.
No, I just said a
You rim-
boom.
that's a rim shot.
Oh, that's what that's
That's
called?
called a rim shot.
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't
cool.
do anything rim around me. All right.
You're gonna get him going
I
if you
don't know
mention
about
anything rim, shots, jobs, any of those that kind of talk's gonna get him going. All right. But yeah, guys, you gotta have that confidence. You don't give a fuck what the reaction is gonna be. You go up, you say even if you wanted to, you need to feel like you go up to a chick and be like, hey, you got a fat ass. Boom, walk away. You gotta be able to be comfortable saying that you don't give a fuck and believe it, because if you're being phony, they're gonna, it's like the bitch thing, right? It's like Patrice used to always say, he's like, yeah, I used to have women smack me upside the head all the time, and I'd be like, bitch, but because of course, but if you're like, yeah, bitch, what, and you mean it, and they know it, it's like, I ain't gonna do shit.
Well,
it's a confidence.
to this one point right here, to the confidence, right? All these young biddies nowadays, they're using a very creative phrase. It's called big dick energy. All right, do you know y'all know what that is?
Yep.
Right. So big dick energy is a guy that's not trying to prove who he is. You know what I'm saying? Like he's comfortable in
It
his
just
own skin.
radiates it.
He just radiates that confidence. You know what I'm saying? To be comfortable in your own skin to show confidence, which is big dick energy.
That's very
You ain't got to be me to have big dick energy. You could be Anjan.
You know what, and you don't even need a big dick to have big dick energy.
No.
Exactly. Again, you could be Anjan.
And that was.
So shouldn't you call that a TD?
Yo, Razor, what the fuck?
I love this podcast.
Yo, we're gonna have to jump into the second one already.
Well,
before I
but,
get-
okay, so but see, this is my issue, right? With like, and this is why Razor, I'm so glad you're here, is because I think that Indian people, we are fucking, we're probably the master race. We probably are. Honestly, on paper, we're beautiful. Look at my eyelashes are longer than Ani's.
No. He started with on paper. I'll take that.
On
That's
paper,
true.
I said on paper.
I said true.
On
My
paper,
eyelashes
we
are
should
not
To be
long.
fair, too,
we are what Hitler wanted minus the looks.
They've seen several studies too where they've done like
No, because that's a Jew.
You think Hitler wanted a
You
Jew?
without the brown skin is Jewish.
Is it Jewish?
Yes. Is it Jewish?
Is it Jewish?
Wow.
I can see that.
He's
Yes.
Jewish.
Because y'all are cheap.
Sure.
Yeah. Right.
But
Y'all-
good
y'all-
at making money.
Yeah. Pray a lot.
Right. Well, no. What I meant is that we don't have the blonde skin, the blonde hair, and the blue eyes, but we are definitely the most talented, the smartest. We're the most beautiful. My eyelashes are longer than Ani's and Melly's, and I didn't even put any
I think
mascara.
most
or nothing.
Nigerians would argue that one. I
What?
mean,
No.
smartest?
I think a lot of races would argue that, but I
No,
understand.
no, no,
the
no.
point
I
you're
mean, the
trying to
UN,
make.
the UN.
Okay,
the UN
if
actually
we're gonna
put out a
get stuck
study.
up on this, you guys are
We're
gonna have to
not.
accept the premise of Indians being the master race to move on to the next part of this argument.
Holy
Okay?
cow.
No, but what he's saying is kind of true.
Hey, to be-
Harappa
To be fair,
is where.
Wait, what
go
did
ahead.
you say?
Sorry.
Sorry.
You just said
Yeah,
very
I was like
Indian
just saying that Harappa and Mohenjo-daro is where
Who?
civilization
I don't know
started.
those niggas.
Yo, we are translator here.
I
or
don't, I
what's
don't
up?
know those niggas. Who are those niggas?
No, that's where the civilization
Charismatic's my
started.
translator. That's what I'm saying.
I don't
You
know
know-
those niggas.
Mohenjo-daro is where civilization started.
I know the nigga
Where is
Daro,
that?
but Mohenjo-Daro.
No,
I don't know that.
I know that's like. See, this is demonstrating his general
No, no.
knowledge is so
Yes.
much greater than
That's
you
true.
fucking dumbass
so
Americans.
He's a true Indian. This
And
guy
me
knows
also.
everything. He works in IT.
He's bringing
He's
a
true-
GK. You know GK, big time GK.
He works in IT. He's a true Indian, unlike you.
Yeah.
You want to hit me with the
We're
second
in the
principle?
principle.
Yeah.
Call center.
Yeah, thank you, Tom.
Second principle is honesty. And with this, we believe you have to be upfront and full frontal, as I like to say, with who you are. I mean, if you're a person that can't keep it in your pants, let them know. Some girls can fuck with that. Some girls can't.
Yep.
You know, if you like eating chicken wings on a Sunday, that's something that you can tell people, right? They can get used to that shit. But no matter what it is, you got to be honest.
Sure.
I mean,
Absolutely.
I don't know what else to say to that
Yeah.
one.
I
so.
mean, that one's kind of short and sweet. You
That
know
one
what I
I'm
mean?
gonna keep
Yeah.
short and
It's
sweet
just
today.
basically you with the honesty. It's essentially don't be afraid of taking the loss. Don't let your happiness come second ever. Like there's a lot of times guys are very willing to put their happiness second for a chick, and that's like what I'm trying to get guys to stop doing.
Guys are very,
Because
very
if you don't put your happiness first, how are they gonna like if you don't put your happiness first, why should they?
I wouldn't say. I say they don't put their happiness first for some pussy, because in some long range, a guy will decide if that relationship's not for him anymore. But like in the short term, he'll do whatever he can to get that pussy.
Yeah. Well, it's you know what, it's kind of like the example I always give with you in the radio thing, where it's like if it's something that you would normally do that makes you happy, don't not do it just because they have some issue with it or what. Unless they give you a logical reason, but it's like if this is something I would do that's not damaging and it's something I would do if you weren't here that makes me happy, why should I make myself unhappy just because it makes you a little uncomfortable?
Well, my point to that one is more so if I am doing it, understand that now the situation's changed. Like if me at maximum fun is like radio all the way up, now you stepping in the car and turning it 50% down, you've equally reduced my fun.
Yeah.
So I'm not having the best time. Don't think I'm having a great time no more. I'm having
Yeah.
an okay time.
Yeah.
It's all right. I
So
enjoy your
you're-
company. It's
you're like-
okay.
You gotta be having fun for them to have fun. Is what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's trickle
No,
down
sure.
happiness. That's what I preach.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Razor.
Look like she was trying to pass
I was just gonna say, like, if you talk to your spouse, you can actually have a successful relationship as long as you're honest.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
You got to
So
get home and be
you-
like, baby, I got to put it in your butt.
You
today."
told your wife that you only like white women.
No, he has not told that yet.
We'll get
Oh
there.
no, I was into the rainbow choice before. You know,
Ooh.
Nice.
I dated
Yeah, I don't wanna,
Chinese women and everyone
Short ones,
before.
skinny
I
ones.
don't
fat ones.
I don't want to presume my post-colonial inferiority complex works the same way as yours, because mine is very specific. Mine was very specific. I just didn't like third world pussy up until like even like you
Really?
bring me a beautiful
Any of
white
it?
white girl, but she's from Ukraine. She got like fucked up teeth and talks funny. I'm like, get the fuck out, leave. Dude. I like for some
But
weird
you like
fucked
what you
up-
like, and you're
Nah,
honest
you see,
about it.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
kind of agree with you on that. I will take third world pussy, but I won't take village pussy. You understand what I mean by that?
I don't like village pussy.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Like you
And
can have people from
some
the third world that
people
from a
do. Okay.
city. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That-
But like
at
I'm
the same
scared about
time-
what I'm getting into with some village pussy. I don't know, like because
Yeah,
like in
yeah,
the
yeah.
village.
Well,
you
what are you
can't-
defining as village pussy?
All right,
Just
in a place that it makes more sense not to use the deodorant because you got to buy food so that you end up stinking.
Oh, you mean like okay? You're not just talking look. You mean like their
No, like your existence is.
Gotcha,
is
okay,
kind
gotcha.
of-
Rose from
'Cause-
90 Day Fiance is village pussy.
Oh, yeah, okay,
Yo,
no.
is that the girl?
With,
She
with
dated the
Ed,
fat
the
white
no
guy?
neck,
with
the
no neck?
yeah.
No neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
she really is. That's
Okay.
third world pussy.
Gotcha.
I would be so scared Because remember, he thought she just didn't brush her teeth.
Yeah, so
She had an ulcer. She had a fucking
So
ulcer.
much worse than not.
that's all, the only
Than
reason I was
not just brushing
clarifying
your teeth.
because I kind of I could still fuck a chick that like looks like she'd be a peasant girl, but I like if she is like a village or peasant girl, like I
It'd
couldn't
be
do
hard.
that. Yeah.
You literally have to upgrade her first.
Yeah, like I banged this chick one time that was like she just kind of looked like a Russian peasant girl, and it was like she wasn't not like an ugly like she didn't have teeth or any kind of thing like that, but she just looked very like plain like background. You're walking through like a medieval Russian village, like she just like one of the better looking chicks of the.
Was this when you were a Viking? This sounds
No.
Viking-esque. All right.
But it was like it was a thing where it's like it's you know what I mean Patrice would equate it where it's like you could be with like a 10, right, but then like and you'd be in a happy relationship, but something about this like little Mexican maid lady that's like a 4, you still would like fuck her.
But wait, hold on. Let me ask this.
Can we-
So Razor. Oh, we still have the last principle.
Can we just do the third principle?
just get that
and
out
then
the
we
way
can
real
just
quick.
talk as much as we want. Yeah. Here, why don't you take this?
Ali's like, do you know the principles of being a man? Let me just get you through the principles of
Listen,
man.
this is why I'm here. If I don't,
Yeah,
if
we
I'm not
need,
here,
we need
will-
her to crack the whip because
Yeah,
if I do
we
it, it
will.
looks bad.
They will never get to it if I don't interrupt
That
them.
shit was long forgotten.
I know, and I had it right here in front of my head.
There's a
Anyways,
third.
I had questions for Razor. He's been too
Put
quiet.
a pin in that.
Social
Hey.
intelligence.
No, dude, this podcast is all about Razor, dude. I can't.
Hell yeah.
I can't wait.
Social
I want to ask about his
intelligence.
village girl experience.
Y'all gonna shut up?
Yeah,
Nah.
sorry.
Okay.
I shut
Only
Alright.
for like 30 seconds to
I
go.
shut down.
All right, so
Social
our
in-
third and final principle is social intelligence. And basically, what we mean by that is just like when you approach anyone, female or not, or anybody in life, like have something to say, like be interesting, have a hobby. We always advocate for like
Don't
being
be
funny.
Just a dick or a
Don't be the
pussy.
weirdo
But
that just kind of
don't-
hovers around a little bit, or you should tell them the story of that time at the you told me about it, the Tiesto. Was it with the
Oh.
fucking like this is the worst social intelligence ever.
Oh yeah. So I mean, I guess I'll try to be quick in this story because I don't want to be long-winded. But so my friend and I had gone to see Tiesto a few months ago, and it was just the two girls going, hanging out, whatever. We kind of were hanging out with people who we saw that we knew there, but it didn't kind of like look that we were all together. Fine. Time goes by, and there are two guys who just come right in front of me, and I'm obviously short. You can easily block me, but just with no regard to anybody around them, like just saying how they just got in for free, and like they didn't even know that it was Tiesto. So like everybody obviously already hates them, right?
Right.
Okay, fine. So they
They're
make
those douchey, let me assume, white guys?
yeah.
Yeah.
In a button up, with the collar. I'm good for it now, thank you. So then they end up kind of like making their way sort of behind me and my friend, and eventually one of them taps me on the shoulder and is holding his phone with like an open notes thing and is he's shaking to like show me what it says. And I forget what the first thing said, but it was like something along the lines of like, hi, like, or do you like Tiesto or like some shit like that. And I was like, yeah,
Can I
I'm
fuck you?
fucking here. Right, exactly.
That's
all
not
you wanna
even me,
know.
by the way. That's a
Exactly.
Louis C.K. joke where he's like, anything you say to a woman is just a way, the different
Yeah.
words of like, can I fuck when you're like,
Basic.
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah, that's what
Basically.
it is. And up until up until that point, we are not a human being.
I understand.
We are a penis with a head.
And this,
Okay.
so this
It's a
happened
sickness.
not only once, but twice within a short period of time with the same man. And I was like, I'm just trying to fucking watch this concert. Can you leave me alone? Because he was trying to communicate with me via typing something.
It's also a woman's never gonna find that sexy. That
No.
you're first of all, you're hand shaking while you're trying to get it to her, but also
But
like
even-
that's how
He
you're
was very
the
communicating.
pussiness
clearly-
of trying to communicate via text. Which, by the way, this
Because
principle,
he's trying to be respectful and like, oh, I don't want to shout at you.
I'm
It's
not
like,
even trying to be like narcissistic when I
Well-
say this, but like it was very clear that he was intimidated. Like it was very apparent. No confidence. Maybe the honesty was there to a certain degree.
You should have just
but-
told him to watch the movie Hitch.
dude, that's how Razor became a
Goddamn,
player, dude.
I'm
He
saying.
took the Will Smith principles of dancing.
No. You guys need to understand. No. Razor back in the day was a player.
Yeah, dude.
Razor was a pretty
We went
boy.
over
Like
this.
Razor
Yeah.
had to play.
This is why Anjan is on this podcast
Yeah,
because he
you're-
watched the last episode. You
We're
know?
we're
We
gonna
didn't
get
go
to
into
that. The
Yeah.
intricacies of being a player with an Indian accent. We really need to discuss that because that's. I think the Indian people around the world. We have a 1.5 billion or half of that 1.5 billion men who want to see themselves inside of white women.
Yes.
And hey,
but there are not that many white
Razor
women.
and I got the magic.
To back up your point, and Dom, you could probably Google this, but I want to think that I've seen on a couple podcasts, definitely Legion of Skanks before, they looked up because they were doing a thing like, let's try and like rank the races in terms of hotness.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure there was like several actual studies done. And Indian's always in the top 5. It's always
is
in the top
insane
5.
to me.
There are a lot of Indian models.
No. You want to know why? You want to know why?
For sure.
There's a lot of you voting.
No. Because like, have you guys seen all the Indians that actually get into the movies?
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
They're like
Yeah.
they're like
Gorgeous.
They're white Indians, and like
Yeah.
they're white Indians because all they do
Except for
is
Aziz.
basically all of them. No,
Yeah.
Aziz he's an Indian. Like all of them look like white
No,
DNA.
Aziz is an
but
Indian.
See if
Indian.
there's
I
like a
get you,
study
but,
though.
like,
They
Hold
all
on.
look like white DNA, but Indian coded.
100%, yeah.
That's
All
why
the
they-
yeah,
because Brown,
Hrithik Roshan, Shah Rukh Khan, all the fucking
Yeah,
good ones.
they're
man.
white
They all
Indians.
like white Indians, yeah.
all
Yeah,
of them are
but
from Europe.
think
but, like,
about it, they're
one
also very
ancestor is
shocked.
Indian.
Yeah, Business Insider.
Can
Wait,
we
let's try
just
that one.
recap really quick for people who might have not seen the last episode? Sort of like.
Can I just say this real quick
dynamic
before
here.
I want to say that your third principle sounds like
Yes.
a direct attack on all the autistics of the Boston comedy scene. which, which
This is not
is the
midlife ISIS,
entire
Anjan.
Boston
Trying to
comedy.
recite
I saw
something here.
I just wanted to say that. I just had to say that. It was in my head.
I have no idea what you're talking
He is
about,
trying
my
to
dear friend.
incite
Anjan.
some-
Sounds like this should be the next episode.
Call
this coming
midlife
Saturday.
ISIS for this one. I mean,
Wait, Anjan, what are you talking about? Most of them are in happy situations and oh, never mind. Sorry.
So I will not bring up the Boston comedy scene again. This is not about that. I apologize.
I mean,
No,
what's
you can
what's
say
there to
whatever
talk about?
you
It
want.
was just in my heart, and because the second principle is honesty, I thought I should say it.
I
Yeah,
100% agree, and
And
I support
honestly-
you continuing to
Honest-
make comments.
and you know what? I felt it was very confident of you to be that honest.
Yeah.
Thank you.
stop
dude.
the cucketry.
Implementation,
Stop
dude.
the cucketry. We need the
cucketry.
cucketry.
You know, you're Indian, very fast learner. You know what I mean? Just add it to the
That's
list.
good. That's a good
Yup,
hashtag,
yup.
sir.
You
That's
know
a good
what I mean?
hashtag.
Stop the
cuck-
cucketry.
Hashtag stop the cucketry.
Yeah, everybody tweet that right now if you're watching live.
Yup.
Please.
No cucking around, yo.
Ooh,
Ooh.
nice.
I got
Patent that, Dom, right now. Go on the website. We're copyrighting that for
no
merch.
cucking around, nigga.
You
You can add the nigga at the end.
That's gonna be
Nigga.
that's the back of the shirt. No cucking around.
N-I-G-G-A.
Yeah, just it wraps around.
Every goddamn episode I deal with this shit.
Good.
What, niggas?
Except you have a white guy just going, no cucking around, nigga. Instead of like a very palatable, charismatic, like, not like black way of saying it. No, it's some fucking awful white dude going,
Then you got-
excuse me, no
And you
cucking around,
definite-
nigger.
And you definitely don't want it with an Indian accent
Yo,
either.
Razor, say it. Razor, you gotta
Don't
say it now.
cucking. Sorry, yeah.
Razor, you gotta do it
Really?
now.
No cucking around. Yes.
No cooking around.
We have fun
Timestamp
here.
that. That's
You guys
the
saw
new
the finger
drops.
come out too, right? No cooking
That's-
around.
My God.
Anytime we have a guest on now that acts even slightly cuckish, we're gonna use that as a drop.
Oh,
No
fuck.
No
cooking
cooking
around.
around.
No cooking around.
Yes.
That's a
Nothing
great
like
drop.
being
Yes.
berated by an Indian about your cocketry, dude.
That's fact. I had an Indian
This
teacher
is
that shit
about
was
to be the
awful.
most brilliant episode.
Awful, man.
Okay, so just really quick, in one sentence, both of you, can you just recap what your like current maybe relationship status is?
Sure.
Who, me?
No, I'm just saying for both
Yeah,
of them. Do
yeah.
you think
Right,
that's
right, 'cause
enough
we'd
Yeah, go ahead. Go
of
right
a
ahead.
recap?
Okay, so no, real quick. So I'm just my background is I've mainly only dated white women. I've dated other women of other races. The one race that I have not dated is Indian women because I'm disgusted by them. And no, but it's I
Racist.
blame myself. I blame myself and society, but I don't think that that's Indian women's fault.
It's not their fault.
and
I felt
I'm-
a similar situation as you.
I know we've talked about this before. I'm divorced, and I'm currently dating someone, but my preference would lean to now. This is with a lot of evolution. My preference would lean towards just anybody who has a first world accent.
Wow, you come a long way.
Come a long way, dude.
come a long
Any
way.
except Indians. I still
But you
can't.
can fake one of
I
those.
still can't get it up
I-
from my own people. It's
I-
fucking the worst part of me. But go on.
I want to comment on that, but I want to let Razor go first.
Okay, so my relationship status is happily married. I got married in 2006, and I am still happily married. And what's keeping
Not
our
after this
marriage really? Yeah, Ross. What's actually keeping our marriage really stable is because we understand each other. We uh, we had an arranged marriage, so we understand each other. It wasn't a forced marriage. We understand each other's needs. We are like very compatible. That's the main thing.
Do you think?
Razor, I'm gonna be first to say this. Sounds like you had a conversation with your wife last night.
Yep.
Knowing who Razor is, it sounds like you had a conversation with your wife last night. Like, well, if you're going to do this again, you're not going to make it sound like a bad person. You're going to make it sound like we know what we're doing.
Now, Razor, Razor, if she's listening right now, touch your right nipple. If she has a gun trained on you, touch your left nipple. Okay. All right.
All right.
No, you know what I think, guys? I think Razor he's in a very happy situation. And Razor, if you can hear me, I need you to
Well, here's the thing, though, because if he is
Run.
in a happy situation, I want to learn why. Because to me, this is the thing. I rebelled. My parents wanted me to have an arranged marriage, and instead, I said I actually won't be your son anymore. I went there. They were like, "Hey, will you have an arranged marriage?" And then it's more
you
complicated
raised
than
the
that.
pot.
Well, that's the thing is like I rebelled completely against arranged marriage because I just couldn't foresee like them picking someone. Our values were so very different, And I've always
You were born in the States, right?
I was not. I was born between Singapore. In Singapore, I visited India a lot, but Singapore was mainly where I grew up. And I even was in Boston for like a year in kindergarten, which I don't remember. But so that I don't think that's pertinent. But I was born in Singapore, and they had very traditional values, which even contested the values of Singapore, which is traditional in and of itself compared to America. But I knew that I wasn't right for that. And I've always, here's the thing, most people who have arranged marriages, they're older and they, my values wouldn't, the reason I wanted to talk to you specifically was because you're a younger feller and you've...
Younger. Excuse me. You know my age, right?
How old are you?
43.
Okay.
Yeah. Tell them when you got married, though. Tell them when you got married.
You're an immature fella. You're an immature young fella who plays Xbox at 43. I didn't realize.
I swear to
How old
God,
are you?
I'm 30.
I assumed Razor was like, I was going to maybe guess 31, 33
Yeah, I was going to guess my age.
I think I brought him up a couple times. So the dude I call my white dad.
Apparently
right?
Brown don't crack either.
Him and that guy are the same age. Same exact age. Like he's old.
Wild, dude. Wild, dude.
Hey,
I mean,
that's what keeps me young,
When'd you get married, though?
I've never
Razor?
seen a wrinkly Indian person.
I've seen
You know
many.
what I mean?
Yeah, they exist. They exist.
But for the most part, a pretty tight
when they
skin.
reach the age of 80 or 90, yes,
Okay.
they'll get wrinkly.
When they become wise men and sages.
Razor, so when did you get arranged married?
14 years ago, so he was
Yes.
in his 30s.
Yes,
30 or maybe late
29?
20s. Maybe late 20s.
27, 28. most
So
probably.
you had your fair share. I would imagine this plays a component in you having a successful relationship. Now, I assume you must have fucked around a lot when you were, and they were saying you're a huge player, so you must have gotten your dick.
I
wet.
did. I had quite a few.
I love the He's honest as fuck,
I
dude.
did.
We love Razor.
I did it.
Yo, there are Indians out there that can't get it. This guy's getting it.
No,
He ain't
that's
gonna-
what I'm
he gonna
saying,
lie.
dude. This
Hey.
is the fucking the white woman whisperer. He just whispered in the accent, "I will fuck you so good. It's going to take."
It's not like that. Like,
Sutra
I
is
used to do
my
modeling
culture."
back in my days.
Did you
So-
really?
Shut the
Yeah.
fuck
Do you
up.
really? You're being facetious? Are you
Where
are
your
you making a joke
headshots?
on me?
Razor.
No. I used to do modeling. So I used to date women who were into modeling in India.
Oh.
I want to date Vimin. I haven't dated Vimin before.
Listen, if you're gonna make fun of every time he mixes up his W's and his V's,
We're gonna be here a while.
we're gonna be here a while. Can we move past the initial funnies a bit in Indian accent and just laugh at the bigger ones?
Okay.
I'm just trying to set a precedent.
We need an Anjan drop. Like,
That should
Comes
be it.
in
That should be
here.
it.
Yep.
I'm just trying to set a precedent.
beautiful. Always.
But what I was asking is, well, I guess what I was asking was like, so you must have gotten your dick wet a bunch that to set it up, right? And first of all, my first question I'm so interested in is so you were a model and you dated a lot of women who were interested in models, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they themselves are models. Or were they models?
Were they models? Yes, most of them were.
And they were Indian models, or you did
Indian.
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 Wait.
Yeah.
What were the ones that were, when you say most of them were the other ones like ones that were trying to get in? You're like, come on, I can show you some shit.
Yeah.
This motherfucker. I like Razor. The more and more I talk to Razor, I like this motherfucker. He's got it figured out.
Dude, Razor has lived a very full life. And
I know I can die tomorrow happy.
He really has.
My only concern. All right, this is the only thing is, and you tell me if I'm wrong. Because when we talk, the more we talk to Razor, it also reminds me of my friend Greg. Now let me explain Greg, and I'm drawing a parallel. And I'll see if you see where I'm going with this. Greg
is an Indian.
yes. Yes.
Greg is also from
my
Kerala.
Indian friend
Greg
Greg.
Pascal.
Greg grew up a punk rocker atheist, and now he's like he found God. He's like pretty hardcore into God and like right wing. Like that's kind of irrelevant for the story, but the point being is when you talk to him about it, it kind of comes off more where you go, I don't know how much Greg is really like believes in God versus how much you can tell that Greg kind of like has a bit of a like discipline / control problem. So he's sort of trying to like fit himself in this mold of what he think will keep him disciplined.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like, because
that is what he did with the arranged marriage.
It kind of feels like, in a sense, like Razor, like you're a bit of a caged tiger. Like you're like, let me put myself in the cage because I know I will eat everyone fucking around me.
Yeah, it's very much like that. But there is a big difference though, because when it comes to Hinduism, marriage is a sacrament. And when, my parents asked me, do you want to get married? I was like, sure, but I can't pick my own. Because I know I look at statistics. I'm a statistician, okay, by profession. So I know the statistics. More than 50%.
About 0.5% of them give hand jobs, and then the other half give like head.
Yeah.
No, it's like 50% of marriages end up in divorce, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you avoid that? I haven't had a divorce problem as of yet. Once my wife sees this podcast, she's definitely going to do that. But no, the whole thing is we look at if you get arranged marriage, it's all about you leave the choice to your parents.
He wants to put the responsibility of if it fails on his
yes,
parents because they picked it.
It's not just the responsibility. It's about they decide. They look at the people who you're going to be marrying. They look at the family. So in India, you're not marrying a girl. You're marrying a whole family. So
Right.
A girl's parents are not gonna give the girl to to somebody who's like gonna just leave her and go away.
Right.
So they're gonna look at the family, the background, and everything. So that's why they look at compatibility, education, etc. So that's how you do it, and that's why I was prepared for it.
But it
I
seems
had
like a
my
lot of control to surrender and a lot to put up to just fate. And to me, that all of that seemed very restricting and controlled. And
See,
for the principles of this podcast is confidence and honesty. And
yeah.
if you're confident, you have honesty to give that away. It could go either way for me. It could be a lot of confidence and a lot of honesty a lot of confidence to be like, this is what I want, this is my culture, whatever, and this is what I want to do. On the flip side, to me at least, what it felt like was if I was gonna give up this much, I was just giving up myself. And I think one of the problems of our culture is, and I'm not trying to cuck to Western culture here because I think Western culture has its own problems. But I think one of the problems for our culture is that we cuck to our fucking families. I see so many, dude. We are doctors, we're surgeons, we're the best in our fields. We're the most intelligent people, and then you see them and they're just slaves to their parents, living unhappy lives, married to people they're not happy with. You yourself are happy, so that's good for you. But in general, don't you feel that this is part of it's not necessarily a good trend in our culture? Go on.
Oh yeah, I mean, if they don't do it properly, yes, I would definitely say that. in India, like when they're looking at arranging marriages,
Yeah.
they usually the concept that you've got is a little wrong. There's a difference between arranged marriage and
And
you know.
Razor, real quick, I don't know how real you're trying to get it on this podcast that's going, that's going live. But
No,
like,
no, no, no,
even
no.
at the
Yeah.
beginning, like of your arranged marriage, I remember you telling me stories of it being very, very kind of rough to get this.
It was.
ironed
That's
out.
what I'm saying. Yeah, it was because that's what I'm saying. When when you're in an arranged marriage, you have to give up a little bit of yourself. I already lived my life nicely before that, so
Right.
that's why I was like, I was trying to like say, okay, my parents can choose for me because they know what's best for me. I did not trust my choices.
Well,
I told that last time also.
there are certain things that I personally couldn't live with. Like you going into an arranged marriage, you don't even know if your wife uses the mouth.
No, very true, very true.
What if she don't use the mouth?
or the butt?
Or if your
Or
parents
the
don't like the butt.
Or the butt
No,
if
but
you don't use the
that's
butt.
something you can teach because
To a willing subject. To a willing
Why not?
subject.
Razor.
No, Razor's an ass guy like me. That's something. I'm gonna put you on the spot. I ain't gonna be the only one when I'm really not. So like, me and Razor talk about fucking butt all the time. Right, Razor?
yes, we do.
Yeah, it's gonna be on the spot. But like, for
On
the
the
first,
application, willing to learn.
You know-
It's a checkbox.
but like for your first few years, she was even abroad, wasn't she?
No, she was in. Yeah, she was in India while I was over here.
How long was that for?
1 year, because she was like still working over there. Then she had to leave that and come.
You get in any trouble in that year?
Yes.
You guys see how I'm just kind of like, I'm kind of just kind of pushing it along.
yes, I did. I did. Okay, but then afterwards, I was like,
Oh, don't mull it over. That's a great fucking story.
No, dude, this
That's
is
a
great.
great
This is
fucking
great
story.
because this is we're talking to Razor, and from what it seems to me, Razor doesn't like you live a full life, and you're honest to yourself. Within what I thought was the confines of, because in my estimation, an arranged marriage is essentially an unhappy situation where you couldn't even do a cheating, do a friendly cheating.
yeah, that you.
Little bit
Okay.
of a friendly cheating. What else
No,
is-
but see, that's even possible if your spouse is actually pro that. So,
Right.
but you have to be willing to let her do that too.
right. So there
Would
are you. So you're saying that open relationships can even be like you can even be in an open relationship if you're arranged.
An open
Yes.
marriage. Yeah.
Yes.
This is news to me, dude. I'm fucking.
Why would that be news? Because you guys are both unhappy in the situation. So what if you guys have to stay together but fuck other people?
Well,
Like,
that's the thing is
people
that
can
so
figure that shit out.
so obviously my parents had an arranged marriage. And my understanding of arranged marriage was tainted with their very unhappy, undivorceable. I thought of divorce as a beautiful thing because
Oh.
it's people who don't have to be unhappy together. They can leave.
no, it is for that reason.
No,
You
but
don't have to
see
choose
that
them.
choosing
that
to be
see that was
together.
the thing with my parents. Their marriage is really happy. They're really happy together.
Sure.
So that's why I was like, I've always like looked at them for an example.
Right.
So that's why when they said like
all have
hey,
opposite
we're gonna find
experience.
somebody.
Sure.
We're gonna find somebody for you. I was like, yes, please do. I don't trust what I'm gonna find for myself. You do your best.
That was genuinely you actually gave them the task. You had the option
Yes.
and you gave them the task because you felt that they would do a better job.
Yes, and then once my parents found out, like found a couple of people, I chatted with them. Some I didn't like, some I liked, and then when my wife, our thing got arranged.
Yeah.
Both she and me, we both were not there for the engagement. It was her family and my family in India. They went over there, they got the engagement done, and then we came back, like we just talked to each other for 6 months. I physically met her about 7 days before we got married.
Whoa.
How long
Wow.
before y'all actually fucked?
Good question.
Wow.
Same day we got married.
Hell yeah.
How awkward was that?
Motherfucker, get it.
Well, you know, it was
Not
really
at all.
awkward because of all of the other people in the room.
No. Hey,
Like y'all had never
it's
physically
never
met
like
before,
that.
and then all of a sudden the day you get married, you have to fuck.
Like in Game of Thrones, they carry them for the bedding ceremony.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean? I thought it was like some big Bollywood production every time you fuck.
No.
I mean,
People
Razor must have been
dancing like all
awesome.
synchronized, like carrying
Oh
you to the
no,
bedroom.
we've got
and-
like we've got the marriage ceremony and then the the reception ceremony, where they make you sit in a throne and like people come and give you gifts and everything.
Right.
So that's all. Once all that thing is done, you get home and then you have your own privacy.
Right.
So that was it for us. It's like we didn't. It's just that we didn't test drive the car that I bought. That's all.
Which to me is a very scary thing.
Same
Which
here.
to me is a very scary thing. Like I don't think I could. Like the idea to me, right? Of
Hey,
like,
see, I got a car with 0 miles.
Yeah.
Let me put it that way.
Guys
I
do
got a
love
car
that
with
shit.
0
you
miles.
mean she's a
I-
virgin?
I don't.
Would you?
No,
I actually-
we
dude,
have to encourage
But
the
me,
whoreness.
honestly, dude,
Definitely.
what if you didn't want a virgin?
But one thing I have learned from women, you can teach a virgin everything you want to.
Exactly.
That's the one upswing.
Some people like that. Some people like
Yeah.
that. I personally don't. I personally would
need
rather
that.
have someone with experience.
I just
Oh yeah,
recently.
You gotta at least be. I'm like Patrice. You gotta at least be a purple belt if you're coming to my class. I don't want to deal with a white
Yeah.
belt.
See, that's
No
what I'd
thanks.
like
just-
too. But just like a girl that I can train in like butt stuff, that'd be interesting. that'd be interesting.
That's where the
That'd be-
training
that'd
comes
be-
into
that'd be
play.
rather interesting.
This
Let me
comment
tell ya.
is gonna sound
Wait,
so
let me
much
tell you, I
weirder
want some
after
minimal-
what you just
Oh,
said.
please let her say it.
I just recently learned, like, confirmed that my mom was a virgin when she married my dad. And he, like, often describes himself as being a bull in a china shop, like, after his first divorce.
Oh.
And then Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Happy Mother's Day.
You know,
All you
Wait.
moms out there
And
Do
I-
you
catching
mean he
dick.
he unceremoniously broke in her hymen?
I guess so.
That, okay. as long-
I
as
mean,
long-
like,
as long as that's
no,
fair.
he describes that just like about himself, like after, like my mom was his second wife, so
Yeah.
and they're like a lot of years apart too, so it's interesting.
Oh, when that happens with a guy, especially a foreign dude, like yeah, they're using that's them using their money to buy a wife.
Dog, I want.
just
No,
looking for
my
something to
mom
tear up
was
real quick,
my mom
right?
was here, and so was he.
I want batteries included.
How did he buy that?
He
There you go,
didn't.
Are you sure?
He
still
wooed
like,
her.
damn, he got skills. Old ass dick, yo, old girls go for older guys.
My
It's
mom, my mom and dad met
it's a
on his
thing.
40th birthday.
like
How old was your mom?
that shit's
My
crazy.
mom was 24, about to be 25.
Nice, good for your dad.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, when I look for batteries included. I don't want sub
Oh, no.
assembly required. No
Yeah,
thanks.
dude.
No, I
No.
I do like a curious woman and someone that I can show shit to, but
Yeah.
with my
I-
depth of knowledge, there's a lot of shit I
I
can
only
show
bring
anyone.
this up
Sure.
because
But like,
I only,
yeah, a curious woman. Oh my gosh.
I only bring this up because she
you wanna
also
know
learned
shit?
that I am not a virgin recently, and this was at the same on the same day we learned this
Oh, you
information
guys
about each
exchanged
other.
virginity knowledge.
No, she watched this podcast by accident.
and she said, "You're not a
Um,
virgin. I was always a virgin, right?" Some
Yeah,
shit
it was
like
one
that.
of those. So I'm just trying to relate to this situation that all foreigners are very similar.
Yo, like
You know?
I learned a lot of shit. I learned a lot of so like I've heard words so like Africans are homophobic as shit. But it's just expected that the women in Africa have dabbled when they when they go to school. It's just
Oh.
they're like, yeah, I'm sure they did when they went to college. Like they just and
Yeah.
it's not even thought about. It's just like, of course they did.
Yeah,
like,
there's,
but like
there's-
you
there's
kill gay people.
homoerotic-
Like,
There's homoerotic shit in every culture that's
Yeah.
sort of glossed over.
yeah.
But then the outright expression of it seems to be like, no, we don't do this.
that
they-
was never us.
Yeah, we don't do any gay
No, but
things, but
that is
Indian
there in
men
all
hold
cultures.
hands. You know? Like,
All
So,
cultures.
so African
in
men hold
India-
hands when you're walking when they're
India,
walking down the street,
we are very homophobic.
right.
but very
know, but-
homoerotic at the same time.
And homoerotic because like Indian men will grown men hold hands, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in my
But
culture as
that's-
well. If they're just walking on the street together, they'll hold hands. They're like,
Yeah.
we're holding ourselves.
Yeah.
Like,
When this is
that
all-
sounds even worse.
When this is all over, Rajesh and I will hold hands.
No, I'm a little too homophobic for that, bro.
You guys swing your hands too. You guys swing them. No.
It's like, we'll hold the pinkies. We'll do the things. It'll be great. No, dude. Like, so I guess my main the thing that the thing that I would be really scared of is the idea of going into some, and this is me because I'm a fucking stupid sex addict, but like going into
You ain't alone, bro.
relationship with somebody who I don't know if I'm sexually compatible with them, that would scare the fuck
Yeah,
out of
that
me.
scares me too.
bro. I'm actually on the other end of that spectrum. Most people I get into, I get with are not going to be sexually compatible with me. How many girls you're like sticking in my ass? Like no,
Sure.
like
No,
it's just like
I mean,
you
and-
should be afraid of that too.
But-
I am terrified, but I'm
Yeah.
also a sex fiend. I can't help who I am. I can't. I like women way too much to be like, yo, butt stuff, yes or no, right off the cuff. You lose them. Even if the answer was yes, you lost them. But like, I don't want him to know that this early. Like
Yeah. That's so true.
butt stuff is like month number 2, month, not. You know what I mean?
It's a lot of
Right.
time.
No.
Yeah,
No,
to
but
invest.
isn't that going
Fuck
against
no.
your
I say
principle of
bring it
honesty?
right up.
No, bro. Like I'm always honest about it. But like, will it? If you're a reasonable human being, will it cause me to break up with you? No. You know what I'm saying? So like, maybe you're one that tags in a friend for that one
No?
situation.
No,
I won't
If
break
that's
up-
your main thing. That wouldn't cause you to break up with them. That's
No.
your thing, dude. So my main
See,
thing is
like-
fucking pussy. I literally like to put my dick inside of a pussy, and so I've dated a couple girls who had vaginismus, where you even as tiny as my dick is, I couldn't get in them,
Bro.
and I was just like, well, this isn't going.
Well,
to
I have the same
continue.
problem, but it's because how big my dick is. You know, opposite sides of the brown spectrum. Opposite
hey.
sides of the brown spectrum.
Hey, there's a lot of shallow cunts out there.
No, bro. Like
Dude, Karizmatik's main thing is that he's the juxtaposition of how big he is versus how small his dick is for how big.
Yo, I call it a third arm, bro. This should be punching, shooting, and bro, it gets
I
to
don't
it.
know. I wouldn't be talking about it so much if it was actually big.
Hey,
Yo,
you
get it
come
on the
way
table.
everyone else does. You
Get it
come
on
way
the get it on the
your dick
table.
out.
On the
Take
table.
your dick out.
Take
Take
it out.
your dick
Hold
out.
on. We've already covered this subject. You're gonna have to arouse me first because I'm not pulling out my grower.
We
Okay,
did-
like
we
I'm
did talk about
I'm
this.
not pulling out my
We did
grower.
talk
No,
about
you're gonna have to
this.
fluff me,
You're
motherfucker.
right. You are
You're gonna have
correct.
to fluff my ass. I
Dom,
don't
get
lie.
under the table.
I don't lie. Dom, come here. Dom, bring them gums, bro.
I'm on my
Bring
way.
them gums.
It's just sometimes that's the problem, dude. It's just sometimes
Nice
there's
and
just
smooth.
too much testosterone.
Oh! I like that guy.
That's all.
We almost got robbed by a Puerto Rican. That's all. That's all that happened. That's all that happened.
No, but I don't know. Really, you don't think that would be a deal breaker for you? I feel like you've said that'd be a deal breaker for you. If they,
said-
if
no, no,
they,
I-
if they
remember I
weren't
said
about
Be a deal
anal.
breaker
said,
for
bro,
you.
Like, really?
If they wouldn't let you get if they themselves weren't giving you
If you
ass,
let me
and
do absolutely no butt stuff, I can't be there.
that's what I'm saying.
But like,
but even if they won't let you
if
do
I
it
can't get my,
outside them,
I literally look down at my dick and I'm like, I understand.
Wow.
but
You get what I'm saying? You get what this is not happy for this, like unless you love taking big dicks, like this is not happy for anybody.
But even
you know
if-
what I mean? You gotta be a size queen a little bit, you know?
But
But
how
dog,
are
I'm
you
saying-
Can't be a
I'm
shallow cunt.
I'm saying they
Can't be a
say
shallow cunt.
I'm saying they say no, but also they don't let you get it from anywhere else.
No.
That
I
would be
mean,
a deal breaker for you. wouldn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Someone
that's
that
what I'm
couldn't work with me
Yeah.
on it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like my second word was
saying.
tagging a friend.
So,
You gotta be able to tag a friend.
essentially, though, then it would be a deal breaker because the bottom line is if you're not getting ass in some form from a chick or someone, then you're not. You're not
Yeah.
fucking with them.
I do appreciate a girl that like
Either they
life-
give it to
life
you
is
or
absolutely
someone's giving it to
excellent
you.
with her. I just can't get booty from her. All right, we're gonna have to figure this out.
Once we get done with this one later, we will talk.
Definitely.
He got to talk about his big dick, but later the two of us.
Fuck you, bro. Fuck you, man.
Hey, combined, it should be big enough, right?
See, he doesn't have a typical Indian dick. He got a big Indian dick. Okay, he got one of those massive ones.
Holy cow.
Do you want to know how dedicated he is to ass? We have not only one
Karizmatic.
drop
I eat ass.
No, like it's.
for him,
I used
but
to, I used to.
But two.
there's two.
I used to think I was gay with how much I like ass. No, like I love ass. It's my
always
ass is
comes
my
up with
pussy.
you.
It's weird. I don't know how we ended up on this subject, but
Every
like
time.
He
whatever.
always does.
It always does end up
How
there.
did
You
we
have
get
sound
there?
bites
How
for
did
it,
we
bro.
get there?
We
Yeah.
always find our way to ass.
We
one way or
always
another.
do.
Yeah.
Fuck it. This is my podcast.
if
Fuck
the
you.
journey is
Talk about
not
pussy
to
on
ass.
yours, motherfucker.
If the journey is not to ask,
Sorry,
then where is
sorry,
it
my bad,
going?
my bad,
I
my
don't
bad.
even
Okay.
know.
That's why I love this. I love this bitch right here.
Amen. Amen.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Yes.
Have you, Anjan, ever had ass things happen?
To him or
To my
have
ass?
he done it? Have he done it?
To my ass?
Anything, any ass play
To
whatsoever.
that curry booty?
I personally, I've had girls try and venture up there. my asshole is very disgusting, and so
Mine is super clean.
I
Imagine
don't.
really hairy.
I don't want them near there because it's disgusting. I've tried myself to give myself a pokey bum wank, just because to see if I would like if my prostate would like.
Bum wank.
What is a pokey bum one?
You
Oh,
stick
when
a finger
in
up
your
your
ass
butt
when
and
you
you're
wanking it.
jerking off.
milk yourself.
Yeah.
from in
He
the
calls it
prostate.
milking, so he does it often.
Oh.
Right. That has not worked out for me. I think my prostate might be underactive. But here's the thing: I really
Underdeveloped.
enjoy pooping, so clearly I have one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I personally I haven't had anyone come near my ass. I've had sex inside of people's ass, and I find that to be enjoyable.
Yeah,
Like-
Probably
quite
not
enjoyable.
as enjoyable as charismatic.
It's quite
finds it.
enjoyable, bro. Like it's quite enjoyable.
But I do like it. Yeah, it's good. It's a good time.
You
It's a good
know?
time. It's a good time.
like
Charismatic's looking at me like I'm the next ass that he's gonna. he's like, you said it was a good time. You
He's
never
He's already
experienced it.
had them. It's your turn.
Exactly.
It's like you're like it's like that scene in Lion King. Like he's Pumbaa, and you're like I can't remember if it's Simba or Nala, where they're just like they're just like chasing, trying to eat the fucking pig. Like the instinct comes out. Or it's like you're just like Anjan's talking to you, and all of a sudden in your vision he just like anamorphs into like an ass, just like. And you just got the 100-yard stare. Just
You're
like,
stranded on a boat in a desert island, and instead of like a pork chop, you see me as a butt to
you should be scared then. You should be scared then.
run.
He wouldn't get away. I'm African, motherfucker.
Run away and never return.
Hide somewhere small.
man.
somewhere down low and
Small.
small.
I never.
Burrow.
I don't do anything wrong because like I'm not going to jail because I'm a fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be my problem. I'm gonna fuck. I'm gonna fuck in jail, and that's gonna bother me and everyone else. Okay, all right. I would fuck.
you're gonna rape asses in jail? You're gonna fucking
No.
find some.
That's not what I said.
Condone rape on this podcast.
I did not use that word. I did not use that word.
Hey, how do you think
I
Dom
did not
lost
use
his
that
teeth?
word.
Dude, I lost
Did I
my
use that
teeth
word?
'cause
I didn't.
wouldn't suck
I did
a
not use
guy's
that
dick,
word.
and
You
he
guys
got the
used
most.
rape.
That's how I
Holy
lost my teeth.
shit!
Yeah,
Yep.
that's real talk. That's why he's a
In
gangster.
hindsight, just suck his dick.
And Dom, if you say no to me again, I'm gonna knock out some more.
Yeah. It's way less of a headache. You just catch some protein and you found a friend for life.
If nothing else, it's great open mic material. Well, I guess it's child material also. But,
Dude, me and Raj are just trying to talk about Indian culture. We're just trying to fucking take this into ass and butt stuff, and we're just trying to fucking talk about our people.
Yeah.
You stop ruining this moment for us.
I apologize.
If I'm offending you, I'm apologizing.
I apologize.
I would just like to end by saying I think you guys are having a midlife crisis right now.
Wait, are we rapping? That's
I
the
don't
end?
know.
No,
Do we
I
have
don't know. Why
STC soon? I
Oh,
thought.
wait, hang on. Wait, say that line again. No, it's okay. There we go. Sorry.
Oh man.
Wow.
I feel like I barely got to bridge or touch on the
I mean,
on the topics with-
ask
with-
more,
with-
motherfucker.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I
Go
actually-
you come here complaining about. Keep talking.
Yeah, I actually thought the topic was supposed to be about marriages
Yeah.
It's about
and
booty
stuff,
holes.
right? Yeah.
Well, okay, no. So my main contention is that I feel that on the broad scale, and I this is not a comment on you because I don't know you from Adam.
Whoa. Only I can call them broads on this program.
These fucking Jew broads, I tell you. No, on a wide scale, I do feel like Indian men in general. I feel like we could chase happiness more rather than following what our parents. And this extends not just to Indian men, but across cultures. But I relate most to Indian men. I feel like a lot of Indian men could just take their future into their own hands a little more, and just fuck what they want to fuck. I mean, I don't think that what I like who I am is representative of everyone in India. But I think that it represents like a lot of us have this thing. Like before you got settled down, Raj, answer me this.
Yeah.
Did you have to fuck a few people of different races? You fucked a lot of people of different races and stuff, right?
Lot.
A lot. Can we talk actual numbers?
Let's see. I can't even remember that. It was too long ago, man.
Yeah, we're not women. We don't write that
You
shit
can
down.
round it down.
We don't write that shit down, you know.
Yeah, it's not like we have a going list of the people we fuck.
I
What do you
I
know it's
just know
over?
that what do you call I dated a couple of models back in India, and US also before marriage. I had a couple of girlfriends.
Models?
Yeah, in
US?
India it was mainly models and like wannabe models.
Yeah.
How about
And-
the
And in
US?
the US, what was it?
I used to like date a little white women, a couple of white women, and
Sounded like it was a
He was like afraid to say it.
and I had a couple of
Like, it
African
was-
American.
Okay,
it was
a
like-
couple of African
black girls. Those are hard to catch.
Yeah.
For an Asian guy, those are hard to catch.
No, I actually disagree. I think it's easy.
Really?
I love,
Oh.
It's easy.
I
It's
love how
easier.
nervous he was about saying white women. It was like he was reaching in his pocket to give back his Indian card. White women. It's like, here goes my pimp card. Fuck.
Is it?
No.
I've heard that because from the black women's side, most of them are like, nah, I would never. Well, the ones I've talked to, but you seem to be easy.
No, I think it's actually in hindsight, if I might change that statement a bit. I think if you look at Indian, if you look more Indian, it's probably harder. I think that the black women who wanted to fuck me have all thought I was not Indian. I think when they find out I'm Indian, they're more like, whoa.
What did they think you were?
They thought I was some other race. They thought I was Hispanic or something, probably. And I think that Indian definitely does have probably some sort of negative cash or whatever the opposite of cachet is.
I mean, shit, black does too. Most people rather say they're Native American. You went dark Native American, then, motherfucker.
Well, I think with black, there's this. I think that black is hypersexual, so I think that a lot of women do want to fuck black, but they're scared. They're scared to fuck black.
I've heard that.
But with Indian, I don't think anyone's scared to fuck Indian. I think,
No, they're more like meh.
yeah, they're just like, do I really want to do this? And because
For
I
some
think,
reason, it's more of a thought.
I do, yeah, and I do think that because and the other thing too is because I was raised amongst Chinese people who are
That's true.
very racist towards Indian people. I think I was raised with more of a sense of self-racism than perhaps the world has. But at the same time, I do think that there's like a race ladder. There totally is in terms of like when. It varies from person to person, but if you went to 1,000 people or 1,000,000 people, whatever, you would get a ladder, and then you would get trends.
Yes.
You know
Yeah.
what I
Yes,
mean?
yes.
You would get there would be something, and I think that you would see that I do think that Asian men, specifically not Indian men, actually, I think Asian
Or-
Oriental.
Yeah, I was gonna say it too. Yeah, the Oriental sort
I didn't wanna-
variety.
I was like, I don't want to sound like a fucking 60-year-old dude right now. But Oriental dudes would get the lower end of the stick, but I do think Indians would come in fairly low as well. And that's because I hear a lot of my Indian friends complaining about they can't date white women, this, and they can't do that. Now, clearly that was not the problem.
By the way, Oriental is probably my favorite vaguely racist term. Goddamn Orientals, like anybody. That refers-
His second favorite is the N-word.
Yep. My favorite's Rice
Naturally.
Rocket. The Rice Rocket.
Rice
I love that.
No good goddamn slopes.
And that's how you know Dom's back in this.
I used to actually ride a rice rocket. You know that, right?
Dog.
What?
Back to Indian
Yeah.
dog.
No, that's just the term for Kawasaki or Ninja.
Right, yeah, okay.
I just my contention is that I think that I feel like we're too meek as a race of men, Indian men.
culture?
We're too meek. As a culture, perhaps, but the men represent. I guess the men would represent this
'Cause
aspect.
the
of
ones that grew up in the Caribbean, the ones that I've met that grew up in the Caribbean aren't. They're not like the mainland Indians. Though they can be traditional, they're not the same. There's an
Right.
island hardness that kind of came with it. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
and then
you guys
it's
need to
also-
go back to like riding elephants and wielding sabers and shit. Like last time Razor was on, I told him I mentioned the Padmavati movie and shit. It's like you guys need to go back to that. Be like fucking Aladdin and shit, and just fucking rolling in, chopping people up and conquering.
It's Padmavati and Aladdin.
Aladdin.
And then he's fucking.
Hey, I
No, but-
I watched the goddamn 3-hour movie. It's enough.
He's like, I did my time.
Yeah.
I did my waiting.
Indian cook, please.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, I feel like as a culture, sometimes we like having
Yeah, what you're saying, you're trying to say that particular Indian women, they tend to like be a little more meek, right? It's
Not
not that we are
women, he's
meek.
talking
I
about
mean,
the
Indian
men.
men, yes.
Yeah.
We tend to be a little more meek. It's not that we are meek. We try to be more courteous. We try to understand the other people's feelings. That's all.
I don't know about that. Because how can you use the word courteous when you guys are also the place
Okay,
where people get grabbed the most on trains? Y'all ain't that
We do
courteous.
that.
Y'all ain't that courteous.
Also, Raj, tell me if you've
Yeah.
not seen this. You've seen a gaggle of Indians just ogling women on the street all the time. I'm like,
Yes.
you don't have to do ogling, dude. You can actually do the
I-
fucking. If
I-
you do the right way, you can do
I
a
act-
fucking
I
inside
actually
of
agree
it.
with you. I actually agree with you. I totally hate those guys. Those are the less educated people who do that.
The dogs,
You know,
the mongrels.
dogs. The mongrels.
Chutia, the chutia.
I just had such a high
the
thought.
bloody
from-
bastard. I fucking-
Bastard. I love the way they say bastard. Bastard.
No, that's the Indian way.
His,
the Indian
his
way.
correction of my pronunciation of that movie made me think that like
Padmavati, yeah?
yeah, is it
Padmavati.
like the only way to properly pronounce things in Indian, you have to do the accent.
You have
so
to.
does
Have
that
to!
does
Or
that,
you
does
won't
that
have that boom, ba-da-dun.
so like, but does that
Dude.
make it more or less racist coming from a white
Dude,
guy?
here's
like,
the
if I'm
thing.
like
The-
Padmavati,
the
does that make
reason-
it better? Like it feels worse, right?
No, that was good.
But it sounded excellent.
No, and I'll tell you this: the reason why doing accents has become racist is only because white people are
Yes.
so bad at doing
Yes.
accents.
Yes.
You should do
I'll
the
agree with
accent
that.
Because when we
every
talk to our
time.
people, we do the accent.
You have to do the accent.
that makes sense.
But the reason why is because when white people imitate Indians, they always go hoto toto, and it's like that's not how we talk.
7-Eleven.
Nail the accent, no one's gonna call you racist.
Yeah.
If you actually want to talk like Chinese accent, if the problem is people are going, oh, hero priest, blah, 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 blah. That's just, and while that is hilarious, that's not how they exactly talk. If
not
you
at
were a
all.
bit more accurate, dude, Louis had a joke on his most recent special where he was just like, she said, oh, you know finish? Remember that joke?
Yeah.
And then he was like, well, that's how she said it, so that's how I have to say it.
Yep.
And he made jokes about exaggerating it too much and all that stuff. But like, it's like you should just say it how they said it.
Yeah.
We should just fucking
Yeah.
and you know
Makes
what?
sense.
If you can't say it how they said it, that's on you. That's
Yeah.
on you for not being
Well,
able to make the
Every
accent.
motherfucker that can't
Work
roll
on-
their
work on your
Rs.
accents.
That's
bitch.
exactly the same as like I'm coaching now. Like, and I
Yeah.
see these kids. I'll be
Yeah.
like, yo, they'll be like, oh, what's her name over there, fell? I'll be like, okay, like in my head, I'm like, I know who the kid is, but let's see how descriptive they can be. So, what she look like? Like, she's like this tall. This is the only black kid on the team. Like, she's like this tall. Like, I'm like, why are you wasting fucking time? Like, black. Like, what is the fuck? How are you allowed to do
Dom,
that
that
shit?
too. I
Dom,
hate
I want
that
that
too.
mark
No.
for a drop too. Black.
That is okay.
So-
That is because people are afraid of calling black.
Some girl said, I don't want to be racist. I
Yeah,
said, what
yeah.
the fuck is accurate? You're not racist if you're accurate.
yeah.
Oh my god.
She's fucking black, and she's
Yeah.
the only one.
Yeah.
That makes it easy.
Yeah, you gotta be able to say that, man, because because just on a functional level, on
She
a,
has
on a
Well,
long-
because
utilitarian
now
level.
She has
like
long
kids
hair.
are being bred like in their DNA to be PC. You know what I mean? That's
No, dude, it's
why.
horrible.
Which
It's
just means
disgusting.
wasted
Everything
time.
is,
Yeah.
if you're not politically correct, it's like no
Like, you're
good.
fucked,
You
yeah.
can't say autistic anymore. I mean, you cannot say
They'll have to
No, I
wrestle that word from my cold, lifeless hands.
Wait, you can't say autistic anymore.
Amen.
No,
I almost went up in arms when fat became.
Do you know what the correct
derogatory
word is? You know the
because
correct
like
term?
fat equals obese equals no matter what other word you turn into, they all have the same fucking definition. So you're telling me I have to preemptively know how you're gonna feel about a fucking word? Fuck you, I'm black.
It's like when they try to make bitch illegal.
Like,
No. Or well, and it's
I once spoke to this black dude. He's like, I don't even want to be called African American. I'm not African. I don't have a bone in my fucking mouth. He's like, I don't want to be called African American. I'm black. That's what he
but
said.
by the time he looks down at
Whoa,
that
whoa,
bone
whoa.
between his leg, he gonna cap he a little bit African, motherfucker.
Don't you mean a bone in your nose?
no. It's I think it meant it's the extra
Yeah,
one in
no,
the
it's-
foot.
no, but that's
right?
the African,
Go bone
right?
in the
I
ass.
don't.
With the bone in your nose.
I think there's
Play around with Karizmatik, you're gonna get a bone in the ass. Hey.
Charismatic will rape your ass.
We love him.
Don't put a
But
booty in front of me.
Only if you're Indian, he will become a Buddha call. He'll do the Buddha.
Buddha call.
The open booty gets
Starving for
the open booty gets fucked, okay?
It's a new version of that Japanese proverb: the nail that's lying out gets knocked down. The booty that's open gets
Imagine
fucked.
somebody tattoos that on there, like, you know how they put the, like, stupid Chinese
should get that on my
lettering?
arm in Chinese.
Hey.
That belongs to me, artist.
Chinese lettering.
I eat ass in Chinese, like scroll looking.
Then they'll walk up to me, they're like, oh.
That's how you know the real ones.
Yo, real talk.
You know?
They say, oh,
That's
you
the most
whack,
honest you can be.
I love everyone in this fucking room. Do we we got a little bit of time left before we go switch over to SDC, but is there do we want to anyone got questions specific about like Anjan's relationship?
No, dude,
Razor like.
Yeah, please, actually, ask me and Razor anything. Or
what do you think?
Yeah.
Anybody? Karizmatik, what you got any
I got
relationship
one or
questions?
two.
What's
but
up?
you do your thing.
What's up? Go ahead, lead us off, Tom.
Oh, I got a good one.
Yeah, let him
Alright,
go
what's up?
first. I just
Yeah.
want to write down.
Your current girl seems a little out of your league. How the fuck? Can you explain to the rest of us ugly folk? Please, sir.
Hey, people say that to Irish
I'm
too.
just- then explain to us. Like, come on, man.
It's the mentality. He gets
Explain
it.
to the ugly folk out there that can't get a
Alright,
pretty
All
girl.
right. So the 3 principles, right? It's confidence.
That's called the callback.
I don't know if you
guys.
ever heard
Did
about
you,
this.
or did you
Where's
not
the-
started dating while the King's Podcast existed?
It was I would say, yeah, it was during the King's Podcast.
We helped him.
Uh,
Taking full credit. Taking
What
full
you
credit
all say now,
responsibility.
huh?
Yep.
There's
What you all
there's
say
no
now?
proof we didn't help him.
Exactly. And
Aliens.
you guys both watch, right? Yeah.
Hey,
Yup,
it's
yup.
statistically proven that it could have been a 50% chance that King's guns actually have.
That's my gamer handle. That's what he calls me when we're playing Xbox. King's guns.
baby.
Because the
My
King's
God.
gotta have guns, right? Woo.
Pew pew. Pew pew pew.
Can you do that drop you did last time for her again? Go back to that. She just did
Wah,
it.
wah, wah,
There we go, yeah.
Oh yeah, wait, I got you.
Wasn't trying to make a joke. I'm just being.
Oh wait,
a
wait,
goofy
I
fuck.
got you better one.
I feel like I'm at an open mic again. Let's go.
Oh my God.
Let's go.
Anybody have any final questions, my
What you
man
got, Dom? You got
RZR?
some?
Dom had
I
one.
have a question. So, Razor is in an arranged marriage now, yes?
Yes.
And it's been for how long? Have you?
I got
been-
I got married in 2006, and it's been like what,
4 years.
14?
14
Yeah.
years?
14.
14
years.
plus? Yes.
And how long did you know her before you guys got married?
7 days, I think he said.
Yeah, 7 days I physically met her, but I was actually talking to her for 6 months before.
All right. And when you first initially, can she hear this?
No.
Oh, when you first initially met her, like honestly, what did you think of her? Like being like, were you attracted to her right away, or?
Yep. I was like, wow.
Aw.
The one
Because-
thing he's firm about it is his wife's
Parents came through.
Yeah, well,
He's firm
he
about
said
his wife being
he had
hot.
mentioned
Oh,
on
yeah.
the last episode he was like his parents like took a lot of his like feedback for like exactly what he wanted. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you put in a stipulation that like you were gonna fly to meet her.
Yeah.
And literally, if you laid eyes on her and were like, "Ew," you were gonna get right back on a plane and come home. And they
Exactly.
had to know that going into it. I think so.
Oh,
I mean, he
That's
set
exactly
it
what
up
happened.
great. I mean,
I just
contract, right?
like looked at her and I was like, bang, okay, this is gonna work out, definitely. And we
and
sat
that's the
and
thing.
talked a bit.
He knew it was gonna work out. He didn't need to know. He didn't need to know anything else. What are you into? Nothing. He was like, "Yep, checks the boxes."
Well, honestly, my biggest fear with arranged marriages is that I always thought that was a way parents used to get rid of their ugly kids.
Oh my
You know what I'm saying?
Were you afraid you had to get an arranged marriage?
That wasn't gonna happen. Not with this dick.
happen.
This dick is.
At the very least, he's finding some broken ex-porn girl that's gonna be like, "Yes, daddy."
I got one, maybe two more.
Three,
but
at least three.
I got just one more.
Yeah, go for it,
I
dog.
think. So what was the deal that was made? Like, what goods were exchanged in order for you?
Goods
to,
were exchanged.
like,
Bride
what
price.
was
The dowry, I believe.
Dowry,
yeah, the dowry.
Okay, the dowry system is technically illegal. Okay, and
Technically.
it's been illegal since 1961, and we don't have that actually. in our thing.
Actually,
For
the thing
us.
is that we don't want to talk with you. Actually,
No, but seriously, there was no dowry. We get gifts from our friends, family, and all when during our reception, but that's about it.
Oh, you lost out, man.
Okay.
You lost
Okay.
out. You lost out on
Why?
land and shit.
Hey, I did not want any
That's
of
one
those
the
things.
few cultures
What?
where the women have to pay. Yo.
Yeah, but over here the men have to pay. That's
the
the
men have to
problem.
pay in India.
No.
They give the
Not
dowry
not
to the.
not the entire India. In our part of India, I'm from Kerala.
Yeah, he's.
Here, the where women are given more importance than men.
Yeah, so your family has to pay her
So-
family.
Yeah,
has to pay-
exactly.
his culture,
So
but
I
most of
won.
India, it's the other way around.
Oh yeah. Well then,
So I
move,
actually won.
motherfucker, move.
See, and the main thing was we both were successful. You know, we both were successful in our field. So that's why she decided that she wants to marry me. I decided, yeah, I definitely want to marry her.
Razor,
Yeah.
did you want to bring up your little cutie?
My daughter?
Yeah, because you haven't brought her up this entire time, so I just wanted to be careful if you didn't want to bring her into this or anything, because she's adorable as hell. And not to,
I
not to
know.
put her- Not to put her
I
on
love how
screen
you
or anything. We
didn't
just had
give
to
him
bring her
any
up.
option. You're like, did you bring up your little cutie?
My daughter.
He's like, it's either my daughter or I'm in trouble.
She's been
No,
she's
no,
been
no.
brought up
My
now.
daughter actually, she is upstairs studying. Can you believe it? On a Sunday.
Oh, I wasn't telling you to put her on camera, just in case.
Yeah, I know, I know. Yeah,
Wow.
she is right now what 9 years old? No, yeah, 9 years old, and she actually now mothers me.
That's what happens. That's
No,
what
I mean
happens.
literally every time like she keeps telling my she tells my mom and dad that I am her son. Okay, and she wanted me to wish her happy Mother's Day today.
There you go. There you go.
Kids, dude.
Dom, do you
So
have one?
I'm the kid of the family, literally. Literally.
Go ahead, Dom.
All right, Dom's got one more, and then we'll wrap up.
So was she the first? Were you a virgin until you met her?
What?
No,
No.
no.
No,
dude.
neglect that question. Neglect that question. Dom, you high, nigga.
No, I mean, you hadn't
It was the
seen
opposite.
No,
No,
he
no.
said
She
he
was.
He even said it in this one. We
He's
talked about it
slaying way
several
too
times.
much dick. Is his
I'm
problem.
just doing too much fucking. So, but
He was a slut.
okay, he was a slut. Yeah. What about her?
No,
No,
virgin.
she was a virgin.
She was a virgin.
She was.
Okay, I gotcha.
That's the whole.
That-
That's the whole selling with the arranged marriages.
Do you,
serious?
do you have any of secrets to give away to Indian men who might watch this
Oh,
about how to be a slut in America?
Good question.
great fucking
Okay.
question.
The first thing is be confident. Second thing is when you're trying to like talk to people, just stop trying to imitate the American accent. Okay, it's our accent that's actually attractive.
Facts.
Wait,
That's
you
your
really
social
you really think so?
intelligence.
Oh, but what you must mean is that to the people who are going to be attracted to us, the accent is gonna what's gonna be.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
there,
yeah.
there are definitely the majority of people do not find the Indian accent
Oh.
to be attractive.
No, not that kind of Indian accent like how we're talking right now.
Yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
kind. Okay, and the other thing is dress true to yourself because you'll definitely get a lot more girls that way. In India, it's regular fashion to wear tight pants and stuff, which is a little gayish looking, right?
Right.
So
Yeah,
you can actually
definitely
score a
do
lot
know.
more if you use that.
Just wearing tight
I did.
pants.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Nice.
Really? Okay, he went the other way on that one. Good. Good. Yo, what the- didn't
No,
expect
I
to go
mean,
that way,
I
man.
love this
I
motherfucker.
literally
Dude, we
had
gotta have a segment. I want to have a segment with Rogers giving like punde tips. It's called punde tips, and it's just like you know, just like it's embrace the accent.
Yes.
It's tip one.
You just gave me a
Wear
great
the
idea,
tight
dude.
pants.
No,
Razor, I told
I
you
mean,
you're
I
infectious,
literally
bro.
had
People
some
love this
friends
motherfucker.
who thought that I was gay when I had come over here because I used to wear tight pants and everything.
Yeah.
So, and they were all lady friends, so they used
Yeah.
to like always take me shopping and all. They would say, "Hey, no, you can't do this. You can't wear tight pants." And I was in Atlanta at that time,
Yeah.
so guys used to try to hit on me, and then like girls used to be like, "No, we can't have this guy being gay." I was like, "I'm not gay."
Oh my goodness.
Come, I will show you.
Exactly.
I am not a gay. I will show you. I will show you in the butt.
I can teach you.
I heard the American girls use the mouth. You don't use the mouth, dude. You gotta see this this call. You got. I don't know if you remember. Charismatic showed you. So funny. So funny. Oh my god.
Your Buddha call?
The best with the Buddha call is funny.
Wow. Should know.
Holy shit, that was a fucking fun episode.
Yeah, I think that's a good natural point to end it right there, yo. Thank you for joining us for the latest and greatest Indian installment of the Kingz Podcast. Straight to you from the Punjab. Thank you, I've been Karizmatic.
Yo, Ben Irish O'Neill.
Ani Moush.
Oh yeah, Anjan.
Razor.
Oh yeah. And my man,
Razor.
Hey.
Razor, thank you again, my friend.
No worries, bro.
You'll becoming
Always
a
back.
mainstay on this shit, bro.
Yeah, we'll have you back on again soon, homie.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Dirty John back in
Absolutely.
effect, son.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
dude.
Dirty John.
Welcome
Good to
back,
be
man.
back. Good to be back, son.
Hell
All right.
yeah. Cheers, Kings.
Peace. Yeah, man.
The greatest still here.
Welcome to the gangbang dungeon. Shit ain't safe. If your chain hang, the jailers gon' snatch it. Even the warden stay straight thuggin'. White boys bloodin'. Black CIA agents corrupted flank.